From Amateur Radio Newsline Report number 2057, these are the Ham Nation headlines for Wednesday, April 5th, 2017. We take them for granted now, but digital sound card modes have revolutionized the amateur radio hobby.
Amateur radio operators have been on the cutting edge of technology since the beginning of the hobby. They pioneered single sideband transmission and satellite communications. Now the computer's playing a vital role in emergency communications, and recently the Indiana Elmer Network, under the umbrella of the Laurel Amateur Radio Club, sponsored a workshop and demonstration of the various digital sound card modes. Bob Burns, W9BU, was one of the presenters and says the technology uses the sound card in a computer to send data over the airwaves.
If you are in an auxiliary communication situation where you need to move a large amount of data and you want that data to be accurate, most of the sound card modes are fairly narrow in bandwidth, narrower than a single sideband signal, let's say. You can pack more signals into a given amount of spectrum.
One scenario for using the digital mode would be a hospital receiving a large amount of patients, and the facility is running low on supplies.
The hospital folks put together a list of things that they need. You could send that information using voice and take a lot of time and maybe have trouble getting things spelled correctly. Or you could use these sound card digital modes to send it as a piece of data. Then you don't have to worry about the spelling and everything gets through accurately in a minimum amount of time.
What new technologies will come forth in the coming years remains to be seen, but you can bet if it involves communications, amateur radio operators will have a hand in it. Reporting for Amateur News Weekly, this is John Bartholomew, KD9ECH.
A big thanks to our colleagues at Amateur News Weekly. Now here's a look at what's on the agenda for radio scouting.
This week in Radio Scouting, we have one activation of the K2BSA call sign, radio merit badge numbers are in, and we're moving into 7 months out for Jamboree on the Air. Lawrence Gale, K9EYZ, will be the control operator for the K2BSA Portable 5 station at the Jamboree Shakedown Campout at Camp Tiac in Wiggins, Mississippi, from April 7th to April 9th. Troop 4125 will be preparing for this summer's great adventure at the National Jamboree. Hopefully other councils having these shakedown campouts leading up to the event will consider activating amateur radio stations. The Boy Scouts of America have released rankings and numbers for all the merit badges earned during 2016. From the Byron on Scouting blog, the Radio Merit Badge came in 74 with 6,442 badges earned during 2016. A big thanks goes out to all of our radio scouters involved in making this happen throughout the year. This year we expect to see a bump in numbers with the roughly 300 plus scouts going through the program at the National Jamboree this summer. As we move into April, we're only 7 months out for Jamboree on the Air. A lot of clubs are starting to plan field day operations. Consider inviting your local council, district, or troop out to your event. Remember, the Get on the Air station is free and receives bonus points for each 20 QSOs made by the same guest operator. What a great opportunity to get scouts involved with your club. For more information on K2BSA and radio scouting, please visit www.k2bsa.net. For Amateur Radio Newsline and the K2BSA Amateur Radio Association, this is Bill Stearns, NE4RD.
For the rest of this week's Amateur Radio News, please listen to the full Amateur Radio Newsline report online on a repeater near you or on shortwave radio station WTWW at 9930 and 5085 kilohertz. And another reminder that the nominating period for the 2017 Bill Pasternak WA6ITF Young Ham of the Year Award is open through May 31st. You can find the nominating form on our website, arnewsline.org, under the YHOTY tab. We will present the award at the Huntsville, Alabama Ham Fest in August. And that's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline, your independent source for amateur radio news for 4 decades and counting at www.arnewsline.org. With John Bartholomew, KD9ECH, Bill Stearns, NE4RD, Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team across the globe. I'm Don Wilbanks, AE5DW. 7-3. We'll see you next time here on Ham Nation.